So will she ever just accept responsibility? Look at that list right there. Here to debate is Director of Urban Engagement for Turning Point USA, Candace Owens, and Fox News contributor and 2008 Clinton campaign advisor, Jamu Green. Thank you, ladies, for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Good morning. Welcome. Candace, I'll start with you. Did you find her comments offensive? I mean, she said that if you're a Republican, you're looking backwards. You don't like black people getting rights, and you don't like women getting jobs.
You know, I think we've moved past offense. It's just insufferable at this point. I don't know when she's going to go away. What this proves to us is that the Democrats do not have a platform to stand upon in 2020. It's going to be more or less the exact same, doubling and tripling down on the tactics of race baiting. And quite frankly, America is tired of it. It's time to move on and close this chapter entirely.
Jamu, you were one of her campaign advisors. What would you advise her now?
Well, first I have to address the leap of logic I just heard. Hillary Clinton answered some questions, and I think we have to look at that list and add one more, Ainsley, because it should probably be 43, and that additional number is Hillary Clinton herself.
She should blame herself?
Said that. No, she has said that. She has taken responsibility on numerous occasions. I think it is in the best interest of Democrats to look at everything that is on that list as we see the democratic norms that make America great coming under a full force attack. So it is a good thing for Democrats to analyze that, maybe more behind the scenes than in front of the camera. But Hillary Clinton has every single right to answer questions, to talk about her race. Trying to describe it as being bitter and angry, I find that to be really a little bit sickening. And what Hillary says is not what the Democratic Party says. Those two things are not necessarily connected, even though Republicans
I find that to be really
to be.
disingenuous for you to stand up there as a black American and defend the Democratic Party when we understand that over the last 60 years, they have completely decimated our communities. That is not an opinion. That is a matter of a fact. Single motherhood is up 71%.
That is not a fact.
That is 100% a fact that single motherhood is up 71% since the 1960s. We also see that in every major area, urban areas where you guys have a stronghold, our communities are decimated, okay? We have high crime rates. We have black people dying and killing one another. So I find your entire platform here to be completely disingenuous, okay? Donald Trump represents the very first opportunity for black Americans to jump off of this ideological slave ship that is the Democratic Party. And quite frankly, you should be ashamed that you're over here laughing at what our community is going through. I won't put up with that. That's ridiculous.
I'm laughing at your lies.
Those aren't lies. Those are facts. Facts are not lies, Jamu.
Facts
are not lies. 71% is the single motherhood rate.
To go back to the discussion about Hillary Clinton, the fact that Donald Trump has actually tweeted about Hillary Clinton 91 times since he defeated her. 91 times.
Now go back and count how many times she's spoken about Donald Trump since he defeated her.
When Republicans say you just want her to go away, it's actually that's a joke. And,
Jamu, it's not just Republicans saying that. So, Jamu, I want to read you this. Patty Solis Doyle, she worked on the campaign as well. I'm sure you know her. So she's now saying Hillary Clinton, by making these comments in India, is putting Democrats in a tough position, that now Democrats have to distance themselves from her remarks and from her. Do you agree with that?
I think Democrats are going to have to run extremely local races, exactly like we saw Conor Lamb run in Pennsylvania, why he is now currently on top. And it is not going to be about Hillary Clinton. It shouldn't be about Donald Trump. It is going to have to be very localized messages to those voters, and many of them that are Democrats who are coming out in higher, more enthusiastic numbers. So this is not going to be a national election if Democrats want to win in November.
Candace, do you think it's time for Democrats to separate themselves from Hillary Clinton?
Absolutely they should, but they're not going to, because they have the exact same messaging as her, which is that they hate Trump. There is no other platform that they are standing on because none of their policies make sense.
Ridiculous.
And unfortunately, Jamu Green, you keep calling this ridiculous, but the only thing that is ridiculous is that people like you, like Al Sharpton, like Jesse Jackson continue to sell out our community, which has been hurt over the years by Democratic policies. Absolutely 100%. It is time to move on from the Democratic narrative as black Americans entirely.
All right, Jamu, I'll let you respond and then we're going to go.
Well, I don't think it's appropriate to make personal attacks on
That's not a
your
personal
show,
attack.
Ainsley. I think that the Democratic Party gets a large percentage of votes from the African American community because, especially African American women, I happen to be one, they're pretty politically savvy. So they're looking at who is the party that is going to best provide them health care? Who is the party that is going to make sure that when you've got white supremacists marching in the street, you're not sitting there saying that they're good people amongst them? Okay. Who is the party that has been there for them?
All emotion, no logic
protect
here.
Social Security and Medicare. These are the things that drive those votes for the party.
She has no message whatsoever here.
Candace, Jammu, thanks so much for coming on with us. We'll have to have you on again. Great debate.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ainsley.
You're welcome.